it's your girl Beauty Joseph, and I am back with another video. I told you guys this new year is my year. I'm gonna be very consistent with my YouTube videos, and we're gonna do that. So this is the second week of the year essentially, and my second video of the year. So I'm so excited. This is gonna be a fun one. So it is things I wish I knew before becoming a realtor. Now, for some of you, it's gonna be some tough pills to swallow, you know, whether or not you're gonna continue with real estate after watching this video, I don't know. Some of you guys, it's just things that you already know, and it's just me reiterating that to you. Like, are you sure you wanna go down this path? Because it is a tough path to go down. It's said that most real estate agents quit after their first year. So I'm in my second year now, or I'm going to my second year, and I feel like I don't plan on quitting. So I feel like I am able to do a video like this and be comfortable enough to know that I won't quit this job. But sometimes it's hard. Sometimes it is hard. So yeah. All right. So number one on the things I wish I knew before becoming a realtor. And I got it written down here. So we're going to keep it brief. So number one is the fact that it's not easy. I came into this business thinking that I was just gonna talk to people, you know, just market myself and just get so many clients, and that is not the case. And especially right now in this market as a new realtor, in a seller's market where new agents usually work with mostly buyers, this is the toughest market yet for us in getting into real estate. So it's not easy. It's hard to get clients. It's hard to keep clients, and you got to do your own marketing. You're your own entrepreneur. You got to wake up every morning, set schedules for yourself, and you're not used to, you know, doing all this on your own. For most of us, we're used to the regular 9 to 5. We get in at a certain time. We do what we're told to do, and we head home, and the day is over. Work is done. For real estate, it's not like that at all. Nobody tells you when to wake up. Nobody tells you when to go to bed. Nobody tells you how much work you need to do that day. And unfortunately for us, it never ends. There's no shutting off real estate ever. And for me, I find it hard too, making friends, because me in a new state, I want to make as many friends as possible, but also me as a realtor, in the back of my head, I'm trying to get new clients. So it's not an easy job to, you know, start, and it's not an easy job to keep. You're constantly working, you're constantly, you know, learning, you're constantly, you know, testing yourself, thinking, hey, is this really the job that I want to be a part of? So yeah, it's a tough job, and I think the main thing is wanting to be a realtor. Like, you have to want it. That's the number one rule to becoming a realtor, is actually wanting to be a realtor. If you don't want to be a realtor, you just see people on Selling Sunset, Selling Tampa, House Hunters, you know, if you just see other people on TV doing it and you think it's easy and you think it's something that you can easily do, don't become a realtor, because you're going to learn very quick and very fast that it's not easy at all. Moving on to the second thing I wish I knew before becoming a realtor is the fact that you can get sued. We're dealing with contracts, like binding contracts here. We're dealing with attorneys who look over these contracts and make sure that, you know, everything is bound by law. So I didn't understand this before becoming a realtor, but you can really get sued if you put something in the contract that the buyer didn't ask you to do, or the seller didn't ask you to do. If you misrepresent in some way, shape, or form, marketing, what have you, or if your buyer or client just doesn't think you did what you were supposed to do to represent them, they can take you to court. They can take you to mediation, arbitration, court, whatever. But it can really mess up your whole career and essentially your life for the time, you know, if you want to continue with real estate, if you can't even continue with real estate, if your license doesn't get revoked. But that's one thing I never thought about before becoming a realtor, that these are binding contracts and there is a possibility of getting sued if you do something that you're not supposed to do. So definitely think that over before you become a realtor. If you are currently a realtor, be very, very careful on the contracts you're writing. Make sure everything's in writing. So if somebody says, your client says, hey, I want this, this, and that, make sure you have it in writing. I would double check. I would send a text. I would send an email, reiterate to them like this is exactly what they want. If they say yes, then you can go through with it. But make sure you understand that these contracts that you're writing is binding and that they have to be upheld. So, all right. So another thing I wish I knew before becoming a realtor is that we're going to be dealing with multiple different personalities. So you're dealing with your client's personalities, you're dealing with the personalities of the co-agent, you're dealing with the personalities of the lender and attorney and inspector and all these little, all these other people that play a huge part in this entire industry. So you're dealing with all these different personalities. You have to adapt. You have to be flexible. You have to be understanding. You have to understand that it's not you they're yelling at, or, you know, it doesn't have to deal with you. So that you can fully, you know, immerse yourself in this career. So one thing I would highlight in this whole thing is dealing with another agent and their clients and your clients. And obviously you want to negotiate on behalf of your clients. So you're going to negotiate strong. If you're on the other end of that negotiation and you think this person is being harsh, understand that they're not being harsh to you. They don't have an issue with you. They're just negotiating for their client as they're supposed to. There's no hard feelings whatsoever. Don't take it too hard. Just understand that they're negotiating and you have to negotiate harder, or else you'll lose out on repairs or deals for your client specifically. So understand that they're not attacking you in any way, shape, or form, that this is just what they have to do. Also, clients, you are dealing with multiple different personalities with clients. Sometimes multiple different personalities within one person. Sometimes they're super sweet. Sometimes they're angry. Sometimes they're aloof. They're not responding. Sometimes they're constantly responding and, you know, all up in your face all the time, you know? So it's just something to understand that people go through a lot, and this is a very personal experience for them. This is either their first house or their second house, whatever number of house this is for them. It's still a huge deal, a huge transaction. This is a lot of money they're putting down. This is a lot of money that they're getting into debt with, essentially. So you have to understand that, again, it's not directed towards you per se, unless you're not doing your job. But you know, you have to kind of be like that mediator, that middleman, that person who calms people. Sometimes you have to be a therapist, but you have to be that person who calms people down. You have to be, just because they're yelling at you doesn't mean you have to yell at them. You have to learn how to de-escalate situations. And lastly, so there's so many things I wish I knew before becoming a realtor, but I'm just gonna wrap this up and make it short and sweet. And the last thing I wanna wrap it up with is the finances, the commission, the splits, money all together. And I know that's what a lot of us, you know, would like to know about. And a lot of us don't understand, and we don't know what questions to ask when we go to these brokerages and, you know, applying to these different, you know, firms. We don't know what questions to ask as far as commissions and splits go. So I'm a part of a team. So obviously when you're part of a team, they take out a larger split versus when you're directly working with a broker and you're on your own. And there are reasons for that. The team offers you trainings. They offer you mentors. They offer you help with contracts, which are things as a new agent you definitely need help with. And I tried it on my own too. You know, I would like to consider myself a very smart person. And I think I'm self-sufficient, I'm independent, but these are things that you definitely need help with. We're not lawyers, we're not attorneys, we're not lenders, but we have to put on these different hats for our clients. So having a team with people who have been in the business for a long time, who understand these different situations that you will get into, is crucial. Now, when you join the team, however, again, they'll take out a larger split. So whether it's 70-30, 60-40, 80-20, they're gonna take it out. And for the most part, a lot of these brokerages will say, oh, it's just a 70-30 split. It's never just a 70-30 split. So you gotta ask them, okay, what is the fee that goes to the broker itself? So not just the team. So you have a transaction fee for the brokerage. There is also, let's say if your team partners with Zillow or Redfin to get leads, what fee goes to those other entities? So usually Zillow and Redfin, it's usually 35% fee that goes to them if you got a lead from them. So you're paying Zillow 35%. You're paying your transaction fee to your broker 10%. Okay. So after that, then there's also the admin fee. However many hundreds of dollars that is, take that out. Then there's also the split with the team. So usually for new agents, if you just joined a team, they usually have a higher split where they get more until you've reached a certain number of transactions before they decreased it. So sometimes it'll be after you pay Zillow, they're 35%. After you gave the broker, they're 10%. After you've taken out $400 for the admin, the team will also do maybe 60-40. So you get 60%, they get 40%. So when it dwindles down on a, let's say, $400,000, $500,000 house, it's no longer that $14,000 commission that you see on paper. It's probably $3,000, $4,000. So it's not a lot, and it's not a lot to sustain yourself as an entrepreneur. And another thing I want to highlight on top of that too is, as a new agent, if you don't have like rich family members or somebody to help you out while you're pursuing your passion, or if you haven't saved up enough for this endeavor that you're about to do. I know a lot of agents are telling you to, quit your jobs, do real estate full time. Yes, I agree, real estate is a full-time job and you have to do it every single hour of the day, essentially. There is no breaks for you. It is a full-time job. You cannot do real estate part-time. Otherwise, you'll be doing yourself or your clients a disservice. I would argue, however, if you don't have money, you don't have money saved up, you don't have rich family members to help you out, you will need a second job. So whether if you're doing real estate full-time in this job full-time or you're doing real estate full-time in that job part-time, you will need help. You're not gonna just, unless you got it like that, I don't know. But you're not just gonna make hundreds of thousands of dollars right away. It takes time. You gotta market yourself, you gotta understand how the business works, how to talk to people, how to transfer a lead to an actual client. And these are things that take time. And sometimes, especially right now, again, as new realtors, we're working with mostly buyers, and this is a seller's market. So buyers are having a hard time finding homes, and that kind of, deters them from continuing with the process. So you're getting clients, you might be getting leads, you might be, going under contract, or not even going under contract, you might be getting binding brokerage agreements. But those clients, after months of waiting to find a new house, after months of multiple offer situations, they get tired and they want to terminate their contracts. They want to walk out. They're not ready yet. They want to wait to see if the market gets better, which it never does. Well, sometimes it does. But right now it's not looking like it, at least for the next year. So even if you have clients, they'll back out, and it's never guaranteed until you get to the closing table. So you need something to sustain yourself for that time, for those lulls, for those slower periods. So yeah, I would definitely, in my humble opinion, and obviously some other agents have different opinions on this, but I would say wait to, end your current job or leave your current job until you actually have at least something saved up, or wait to do real estate until you've saved enough money to where you feel comfortable not having a second job or not having a safety net for you. Because I don't want you guys to end up homeless or anything like that. But this is definitely a tough market. There are a lot of ups and they're even more down. So, all right, guys, so thank you so much for watching my video. Again, things I wish I knew before becoming a realtor. I think I'm gonna do a few of these probably throughout the year, just to keep you guys updated, because there's always new things that I find out and I'm just like, wow, like this is definitely not how real estate was portrayed at all online. So thank you so much again, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I look forward to making more videos for you in the new year, and please send me suggestions of things you want to know about real estate. I want to give you as much information as possible before you start on this endeavor. And as always, guys, I am an active real estate agent in the state of Georgia. If you know anybody or you yourself are looking to buy or sell, please reach out to me. Your girl could use the help. And yeah,